Animals have always surprised us with their intelligence. But what one small cat did at a local fish shop amazed everyone and changed one man's life forever. It started simply. A quiet little cat began visiting a fish store in town. Day after day he came and sat outside the window in the shade, watching. He didn't meow, he didn't scratch, he didn't beg, he just watched. Marcus, the shop's owner, noticed him right away. A lifelong animal lover, he told his staff not to chase the cat off. "Let him be," Marcus said. "He's not bothering anyone." The cat seemed almost like a student, studying what happened inside the shop, especially how customers handed over money and left with fish. He wouldn't let anyone touch him. Someone came too close, he'd dart off into the street. But he always came back the next day. Soon, the staff gave him a name, Whiskers. Then one day, something incredible happened. For the first time, Whiskers stepped inside the store. He walked slowly, calmly, and he had something in his mouth, a single leaf. Customers turned to watch. Whiskers joined the line just like the other shoppers. He waited his turn. He didn't push. He didn't meow when he reached the counter. He jumped up and placed the leaf in front of Marcus. Then he sat down, perfectly still, eyes shining. He wasn't trying to steal, wasn't begging, was offering what he had. The room went silent. Then, someone whispered, "Is he trying to buy a fish?" The leaf, to Whiskers, must have looked just like the green paper humans used, a fair trade. His currency, Marcus couldn't help but smile. "Well, little guy," he said, bending down. "Think we can make a deal?" He picked out a small fish and handed it to Whiskers. The cat took it gently in his mouth, patted outside, and sat in the sun to enjoy his prize. The shop filled with laughter and amazement. Whiskers had just bought a fish. With a leaf, word spread quickly. People came by just to see the clever little cat, and the next day, he came back, another leaf, another fish. Same routine, same quiet dignity. From that moment on, Whiskers visited every single day, rain or shine, hot or cold. Sometimes the leaf was wet, sometimes it was torn, but it was always there. And Marcus, he always had a fish ready. "My most loyal customer," he'd joke to his wife. Marcus began to wonder, where did Whiskers sleep? Was he safe? Did he have anyone looking after him? He finally decided he couldn't just wonder anymore. Behind the shop, he built a little shelter-covered bed, a bowl of water, and a dish of food. He didn't know if Whiskers would ever use it. But one day, looking out the window, Marcus saw him curled up fast asleep in the little bed. He called his wife over, pointing excitedly. "He's using it," he whispered. She smiled. The tough fisherman had a soft spot and a new friend. Quietly, she began preparing for something more. The possibility that Whiskers might not just be a visitor. Much longer, but then everything changed. Marcus came back late one evening after running errands. He walked into the shop and froze. The little fish he always saved for Whiskers was still sitting on the ice. Untouched, his heart dropped. "Has anyone seen Whiskers today?" he asked. His staff shook their heads. "No, boss, not once." Stayed late, kept the doors open, hoping Whiskers would appear. He didn't. He checked the bed behind the shop. Still full. Still dry. Panic started to creep in. He walked the block, calling for him. Nothing. Then he drove headlights sweeping across alleyways and bushes, scanning every shadow. Nothing. That night, he barely slept. The next day, still no sign. "This isn't like him," Marcus told his wife. "Something's happened." She took over the shop. Marcus went searching again. He checked every street corner, behind dumpsters, under porches. All places Whiskers might have hidden, but it was like he'd vanished. Then driving past a park, Marcus hit the brakes near the edge of the grass. He saw a bundle of fur. Small, familiar. His chest tightened as he stepped out of the car. He didn't want it to be Whiskers, but he had to know as he got closer. The little cat stirred just barely. It was Whiskers, alive, but broken. His back legs were mangled. Cuts across his body, Had likely been hit by a car left by the road. Marcus knelt, blinking back tears. "Don't worry, buddy," he whispered, lifting him gently. "I've got you now." He rushed Whiskers to the nearest emergency vet. It wasn't good. One leg broken, the other twisted. Multiple wounds. Recovery would be long and expensive. But Marcus didn't hesitate. "He matters," Marcus told the vet. "I'll do whatever it takes." Whiskers was in for a fight, but the vet was hopeful. "He's a survivor," she said. "We'll give him every chance." While Whiskers healed, Marcus tried to find his family. Posters, phone calls, microchip scans. Nothing. He was on his own. At first, Marcus was heartbroken. But slowly, another feeling grew. Hope. He had never owned a cat before. But Whiskers wasn't just any cat. And Whiskers, every time Marcus visited, would press against the cage, eyes lighting up, purring as soon as he was held. They were preparing to bring him home when the call came. "I think your Whiskers might be our Luna," a woman said. "She disappeared months ago." She sent pictures. The resemblance was strong. It was possible Marcus tried to feel happy for the cat, but deep down, it hurt. He'd already started thinking of Whiskers as family. The next day, the couple came to see him. At first, they were excited, but as they got closer, something changed. "He doesn't look like Luna anymore," the woman whispered. Whiskers stepped out of his cage straight into Marcus's arms. He didn't even look at the couple. When the woman reached out to touch him, Whiskers hissed. Everyone froze. This calm, gentle cat who waited in line with a leaf. Every day had never hissed before. It didn't make sense if he really belonged to them. Wouldn't he remember? Then came the final piece. The vet checked the records. Their cat Luna was a spayed female with a microchip. Whiskers, a neutered male with no chip. It wasn't him. The couple left in tears, grateful for the closure. But Whiskers, he had already chosen. When he was finally cleared to leave the vet, Marcus didn't take him to the shop. He took him home. "Welcome home, Whiskers," he whispered. They had a bed waiting, a soft blanket, toys, and a little stuffed fish. That Whiskers carried everywhere like treasure. That first winter, he stayed indoors, safe, warm, healing. But when spring came, he started visiting the shop again just like old times, except now he didn't need a leaf. He already had everything. Customers smiled when they saw him. "There's our celebrity," they'd say, the cat who paid with a leaf. He had a warm home, endless fish, and most of Ula family. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Pawthos, and share this with someone who believes in second chances. Subscribe to Pawthos, where kindness finds its way home.